Hello YouTube, welcome back to episode 4 of the Easy Lidar homing script. Now originally I was going to go through the custom data and show you how to make missiles do all kinds of fancy things. But that's a little more complex. It'll be probably be a little bit of a longer video, and I figured while we're doing easy missiles, I would make it so you could launch them. Simple. So this episode is going to be the launch control script by Alysius, and also the missile status script, also by Alysius. So as of right now, let's say this simple ship, I got 3 missiles onto it. If I wanted to launch all 3 missiles, I would have to run the augment on all 3 of them. So mode 0, mode 0, mode 0. That's 3 buttons in my toolbar to launch all 3 missiles. And that's just one mode. Now remember, you can do this, each missile has several different modes it can run. So available homing modes. You got nine different modes you can do. So if I wanted to do, say, mode 0, mode 3 as like a tow missile or TV guided missile, and mode 6 as a standard unguided rocket, that is 3 bindings on your toolbar for one missile, and I got 3 of them. So that's 9. That's one whole group just for 3 missiles. So what if you got 10 missiles? What if you got a large capital ship with a bunch of little missiles on it for point defense? SAM missiles to shoot down enemy fighters. Well, that is where the missile control script comes in. One button for each mode on your toolbar, and you can launch a missile. So with this, basically you can have button 1 fires mode 1, button 2 fires mode 3, which is TV guided missiles, button 3 fires mode 6, which is your rockets. Every time you push one of these buttons, the script automatically launches a missile. It picks one and it launches it. So you don't have to fill up your toolbar with a bunch of buttons and then in the middle of a battle remember which one is which. You just put 1 or 2 or 3, whichever one you want. So let's get started. How do we set this up? Well, for the missile launch script, all you need is a programmable block. And we will call this missile launch. Under browse scripts, launch control script, check code. Okay. Now, up here at the top, you see name of the programmable block loaded with the Easy Lidar homing script. What this is, whatever the programmable block on the missile, whatever you call it, that's what you put in here where it says missile computer. Now, why is this important? Well, 1, obviously you want it to work. And 2, what if you have 2 different types of missiles? What if you have the standard one that I have on here now, and say a missile that's turned into a cluster bomb type thing, which we'll get into in the next episode. So what if you have that? Obviously, you don't want to go launching a cluster bomb in a simple fighter. So you would have to put two different programmable blocks down and change the name of the programmable blocks on the missile themselves. And whenever you trigger, say, script number 1, it launches a regular missile. When you trigger script number 2, it launches a cluster missile. So let's go into here. What was the name of this programmable block? Name of this programmable block was missile tut pb. So we'll copy this. We'll come up into here edit, launch control script. No, I didn't want to launch. Copy to editor. Right here. Change that missile tut. Check code. Okay. Now your programmable block is set up. Now, once again, place your PB block. Take the name of the programmable block on the missile. Load it into the script. Load it into the script, check code, save it, and that's all you got to do with that. Now in your toolbar, let's get rid of these. Let's find missile launch. Okay. Now, this is where you just put your augment in. Same thing as you would if you were putting it on your missile. So mode 0, right? TV guided mode 3, and the other one, which is rocket, mode 6. Now I got 3 buttons on my toolbar, each one for a different mode. Whenever I push number 1, it'll launch them. It'll pick one of the 3 missiles, launch it in mode 1, well, mode 0. If I would push number 2, it'll pick one of the 3 missiles, launch it as a TV guided missile, and then mode 3, it'll launch it as a rocket. So watch this. Missile locked on. Boom. Now let's go to the standard rocket. Well, proximity sensor detected the base and detonated the missile. Oops, but you get the point. And all you got to do is just keep pressing them. So you can have one key binding for 50 missiles on your base or on your ship. Granted, it's going to be a lot of blocks, but it can be done. Let me print my damage here real quick. And the cool part about all this, which is the reason I'm doing all that, look at that hole. Picture this as an enemy base or an enemy starship. And this is just a small grid missile. Imagine a big one. Okay. And for the missile launch script, that's all there is to it. It's very, very simple to set up. And like I said, you can launch 10 missiles with the push of a button. Let's just reload these here. Now, the next one here is going to be the missile status script. Now, what the missile status script does is, well, it shows you the status of your missile. If you look at the screenshot here, which I'll show it on your ship, you see number 1, that's missile 1, missile 2, missile 3, missile 4, missile 5. It tells you what your missiles are doing. So, say you launch one missile, it will say launching, seeking, destroyed. And when it shows destroyed, it can mean either A, it crashed, it hit something and just, it's destroyed. B, got shot down. Or C, it hit its target. An improvement for this that I personally think would be is if it hits its target, it could say target hit. But it doesn't. It says target, it just says destroyed. And it's a good way to know what's going on. Like if you're in a long range engagement or something and you launch your missile, you can watch that and it'll be like, boom, destroyed. Okay, either I hit my target or my missile's gone and I gotta launch another one. Well, it's common sense. If your enemy fighter's still flying around, chances are it missed. If it's plummeting to the ground, chances are you hit. Now, how do we set this up? Very, very simple. The load description programmable block, and Once again, the name of the programmable blocks loaded with the easy Lidar homing script. So, put another PB down. Go into, let's copy this. Change this one, missile status, something random. Edit, browse script, missile status script, and up here, name of the programmable blocks to monitor. Missile tutorial PB. Now the next one down, these are the names of the text panels to output the main missile status to. ms_status. Now you don't have to change this. You can just name. I mean, you can if you want to rename your text block that the middle display to, but you don't have to. The only reason I can see to change this is this. This script, I've noticed, will only display status to one screen. Now it says there's an extended one, which we'll put that on here, but I notice there's only one. So let's check this. Yeah, that's fine. So what do I mean by that? Let me pull up one of my blueprints here. What do I call it? This thing right here. Oh, that's the modded one. Oops. That's the vanilla one. So, tick tock, tick tock. Come on. There we go. Yeah, bang. So if you look on this right side here, I got 2 seats, right? Each seat has its own missile status script, or at least it did have its own missile status script. Maybe it's the modded version. Yeah, it's the modded version has its own missile status script. On my other one, I got missile status here, and I got a missile status here. Now, remember, that script only outputs to one screen. But with the fighter screen, when I got 2 of them, what I did was I put 2 scripts down. I changed the name that it outputs to 2 different screens. And that way I can have 2 of them. And each pilot can monitor the missiles individually. Now on this end here, that was ms_status. MS status not found. Yes, I know. Right? ms_status. So, come over here. We'll remove that. Little text panel. ms_status. Okay. Now, one last thing to set up. Under MS status, which is the missile status, you run with the augment reset. And what that does is show on HUD, no. What is this? Text and images. The new update come out, and it's confusing me a little bit. Sorry about this. Font size 1.5. Change the font size. Okay, so the reset button, whenever you weld a new missile on, it'll just simply reset the screen. But I don't get why that's not showing up. Name ms_status. Status edit. Missile type PB. ms_status. Name of the text panel output missile status to. Okay. Check code. It's obsolete. LCD public text is just. I wonder if the new update that come out broke the script, because normally it works just fine. Status, augment reset. Oh, nope, there it is. Check code, exit, and I hit reset. See, idle, idle, idle. So, ms_status. Bump that up to 3 so we can see it. Okay, so put your programmable block down, load the script, set up your line of code, for whichever programmable block you want it to track, and hit run. On the G code down here, you run it as a augment reset, and it resets your screen in front of you. So I got missile 1, missile 2, missile 3, right? Now if you watch this, it'll say launching, seeking, and then destroyed, right? Launching, seeking, locked, boom, destroyed. Now if I would hit reset right now, number 1 will disappear because I only got 2 missiles on board. Okay, it should disappear. Let's try this. Why is that not missile status? It worked that time. Locked. Boom. It's supposed to be reset. Hang on here. Give me 1 second here. So missile status option. Refresh everyone tick before each update. Yeah. Run the action programmable block with augment reset, or ESCT. Yeah, that's what I did. Missile status shouldn't have to be capital. RESET, reset. Oh, maybe it does have to be capital letters, unless I spelled it wrong the first time around. So there you have it. That's really all there is to it. So, quick recap. You got your missiles, right? Your missile launch script, name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You load the launch control script, and you just set your tag, whatever the name of the programmable block on a missile.pb. Check code, exit. On your G button, your toolbar. You just whatever mode you want. Pick one. However you intend to use your missile, that's what you want. On your missile status script, put your programmable block down. Name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Load the missile status script into it. Set your tag, missile.pb, check code, remember and exit, augment reset is to reset your status screen. On your status screen, you put down a text panel. Name it ms_status or whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you change the tag in the programmable block. You can name it whatever you want. By default, it's ms_status. Now there's also, oh, 1 second, and on your G bar, reset. That's the augment. There's also a second one called, I never use it, but it's called ms_status extension, which is ext. So ms_status_ext extended. Content, text and images. What do we want? 3. Reset. Status, recompile. There we go. Now, I never use the second one, but you can if you want. Oh, I got no missiles left. Oh, wait, I do have missiles left. Why didn't you launch? That's why. My bad. Still should have launched. So reset. Boom. That's all there is to it. Let's take this back down to 1. It's still too small. 1.5. A little better. It shows you your GPS coordinates. I never use it. If you want to use it, that's up to you. But I don't. I have no use for it. I have no need to see the GPS coordinates. So I just use the status screen. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your launch control script and your missile status script. Now next time I will go ahead and I will dive into the custom data configuration. And if you look at this, I mean, look how big this is. So it'll take me a little bit to go through it, and it looks a little bit confusing, and quite frankly, it is. But once you understand it, it's a piece of cake. It really is. But you just got to get an understanding of what it does, what you can do with it, and you can make your missiles do all kind of wacky, crazy things. If the block, whatever these blocks can do, the missile launch script can make those missiles do. Your gyroscopes, it can make it automatically spin. You could put welders or grinders on it. It'll turn the grinders on. You could put weapons on it. You say Gatling gun, and the Gatling guns can start shooting before a missile even gets to the target. You can merge blocks. You can use a cluster bomb using merge blocks, and the gyroscope spins up the speed and releases the merge blocks. Boom, you got a cluster bomb. All kind of things you can do. If you can do it with a normal block, you can do it with the missile launch script. But that's for next time, and I expect it to be a little bit of a longer episode, so just bear with me. But ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening.